Hello viewers and my dear students, welcome you all. Today we are going to discuss duties of an agent. In our last lecture we have discussed about the contract of agency. What is it mean? So section 182 defines the contract of agency which requires three parties, principal, agent and third parties, and the mutual relationship between the principal and agent is called as contract of agency. Agency is necessary to expand the business of principal because principal cannot work alone, or there are certain limitations on a principal. He may not present at everywhere, so it is a need of time to appoint agents so that agents will work on behalf of principal. So friends, now we are going to discuss the duties of an agent. What kind of the duties shall be performed by an agent while conducting the agency? Duty to execute mandate. This is very important and first duty of an every agent, that every agent should follow the mandate. If agent fails to execute mandate, is personally liable. An agent must obey and follow each and every direction. So the contract of agency, agent must act as per the mandate or as per the direction of the principal. No doubt he can exercise his personal liberty, he can apply his mind in certain area, but if directions are clear, if if there is no ambiguity, vagueness in the direction should be followed as it is. In Pannalal Jankidas versus Mohanlal, AIR 1951, where an agent purchased goods for his principal, but he failed to insure the goods as per the direction of principal. Agent is liable for the loss. He fails to execute mandate. So sometimes in this case, Pannalal Jankidas case, what happened? The principal have given clear directions to agent that he shall purchase the goods and goods must be insured, but uh, agent negligently or intentionally, whatever it may be, he have not taken the insurance and goods were destroyed. So it was the fault, it was the liability of an agent because he failed to execute mandate. Second duty of every agent is that a duty to follow instructions and customs of business. So friends, every business is conducted and there are certain customs and instructions which are necessary to be followed by an every agent in a particular contract of agency. An agent is bound to conduct the business. Agent must follow the customs of business. An agreement keep himself within the authority. So there are certain customs which must be followed as it is. In Shankarlal versus State Bank of India, AIR 1987, where bank is under higher national obligation towards the customers. Whenever if any currency notes found by a customer which are fake, fabricated, then it is the duty of the state to inform the police authorities, because it is a duty of every banker in that area. Third duty is duty to maintain secrecy, confidence and disclosure to any third parties. Sensitive information shall not be disclosed by an every agent except compulsion under law. It means that at most secrecy shall be maintained by every agent regarding the business of their agency, and information shall not be disclosed. In alias Harris Trustees versus Power Packing Services, AIR 1970. In this case, principal may terminate the contract of agency and agent is personally liable for damages for loss to agency due to disclosure of secrets of agency to third parties. So the whatever the secrets are there, how many profit is gained by the principal, or trade secrets are there, it shall not be disclosed to any party, third party. It is important duty. If so, then agent is personally liable. Now friends, we will discuss the fourth duty of an every agent, which is mentioned under section 202 of Indian Contract Act 1872, that is duty of reasonable care and skill. Reasonable care and skill shall be taken by an agent. Reasonable care vary from case to case. If proper care taken and still loss occurred to agency, agent is not responsible. It means that reasonable care shall be taken. Word reasonable is not defined anywhere in the law, but it changes from case to case and from agency to agency. in state of Bihar versus Tata Scop Dealers AIR 1960, where a bank draft sent placed in an ordinary letter through post, draft was misplaced. A bank has sent a demand draft in an ordinary letter to the customer. It was misplaced. Apex Court of India held that bank is liable for the loss because bank has not taken a reasonable care in this area. Now, fifth duty of an agent is duty to communicate with principal. Duty to communicate in cases of difficulty, to use all reasonable diligence. Agent shall seek instructions and permissions. So every time he must be in good touch with the principal, and he have to obtain the permissions and instructions from the principal as and when necessary. He shall not take any decision on his own behalf. Sixth duty is duty to avoid conflict of interest. According to section 215 of Indian Contract Act, the principal's interest should be the interest of an agent because he is working for a principal. That's why the interest of principal should be the interest of agent. Agent shall not go contrary to principal's interest. If so, then it is a breach of duty of an agent and the principal may terminate the contract of agency. Seventh duty of every agent is duty to not to make secret profit. Every agent is well paid, or there is a commission which is paid by the principal to agent. So agent and principal is a fiduciary relationship which requires absolute good faith. Making secret profit is against the notion of agency. Agency is very important in case of mercantile area, and every agent is paid by the principal. But if an agent is getting or making secret profit, it is against the notion of contract of agency, and the if agent is found making secret profit, principal may terminate the contract at any time. Eighth duty to remit sums. According to section 218, agent can remit the sums. Agent is bound to pay all sums to principal. Making secret profit is against the notion of agency. Same thing is that he can remit, means he can deduct his sums which are payable to him, and rest of the whatever amount is hand over to the principal. In Person versus Scott 1878, House of Lords held that principal's money must be remitted to him even if he has received in pursuance to void or illegal contract. Means he have to give the money to principal though he get the money under a void or illegal contract. Ninth duty of every agent is that a duty to maintain accounts. According to section 213 of Indian Contract Act 1872, agent is bound to render proper and daily accounts of agency. Accounts shall be made available to principal on demand. It is necessary to conduct business of agency properly. So to maintain the accounts is very important duty of an every agent, and every agent must follow it. And whenever a principal demands accounts, account must be maintained neatly and promptly, and it must be made available according to the demand of principal. In Narayan Das versus Pappamma's case AIR 1967, principal can file a suit against agent for account. It is the equitable right of every principal and duty of every agent. So every agent must act as per the direction of principal, and he have to maintain the accounts. If he fails to maintain the accounts, and if any loss occur to principal may terminate the agency between the parties, that is the principal and agent. 10th duty, not to delegate its power, section 190. So this is very important duty which is casted upon every agent. Delegatus non potest delegare is a famous Latin maxim which means that once delegated shall not be further delegated. Agent shall not transfer his powers and duties to anybody. It is against the spirit of contract of agency. It means that principal is delegating his powers to him, he shall not further delegate it. Macon and Company versus Powell 1975, an agent cannot appoint sub-agent and shall not delegate its powers. Sub-agency, creation of sub-agency is strictly prohibited under a contract of agency. If there is a requirement of sub-agents, no doubt principal will appoint such agents, but agent shall not appoint the sub-agents, or he shall not delegate its power to another agent. Exception: there are certain exceptions to the delegation: nature of work, appointment of auctioneers and lawyers, trade customs, appointment of surveyors, ministerial actions, authority to sign, but it should be pure ministerial functions, principal's consent. So according to section 191 of Indian Contract Act 1872, if principal permits, an agent can be appoint sub-agent, or principal may ratify the acts of agent. It depends. It is the discretionary power of principal. He may ratify the acts done by agent, he may not. It is not compulsion on the principal that each and every act must be ratified by the principal. But if any sub-agent is appointed with the consent of principal, it is not against the duty of an agent, and it is a valid action on the part of agent. So friends, thank you for your patience listening. If you like this video, please share with your friends. Thank you.